Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So last time I was in Sanford, I believe it was for Sofas and Suds.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Well, we did record with the Sanford 3 last week at the Air T&D.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Well, we were just in Sanford today with Deborah at the grand opening of the
also
Fairfield
true.
Megastore, which is really odd to say we haven't been in Sanford in weeks when we were there today, but hey, I'm with you.
But when we were doing Sofas and Suds, I met a gentleman that came up to me and told me about a charity event that he was doing in Sanford.
We like charities.
And it's for a great cause, and it's interesting because it's a run with a twist because you're in your underwear.
Hey,
And
a run with a twist.
And then Paul was explaining it to me, and then I was like, "You should come on the show and talk about this because it's on the bizarre side.
It is.
Or
Some
different.
would say it's a little on the horny side.
So Paul and Tina are here. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Thank you for the invite.
Hey,
No problem.
Thanks for being here, y'all. Appreciate it.
So when did this start? It's the what annual Cupid run are we doing this year?
Yeah, it's the Cupid's Undie Run 2023. And how long have Cupids been running in their undies?
Well, it started in 2010. But
Okay.
Orlando, this is our 10th year. We started in 2013. We've been doing it downtown. Our first year was at a bar I can't remember, but since then,
I like that.
We've been at Elixir.
Oh, that's a
downtown.
great bar.
They take good care of us every year. They are our host bar, so they are the #1 sponsor for us,
I love that.
next to our other ones.
So how does this work? As far as I know, all the proceeds go to a great charity.
Paul said something that we need to implement in any type of promotion we do. He said, Elixir is our best sponsor, except for our other sponsors. And I feel like, Paul, that is the greatest because you singled someone out, but you didn't alienate. And I feel like that's good. I think that's good.
So tell us about the Cupid Run. How does it go?
So the Cupid Undie Run, we usually all meet up around noon at
Okay.
Elixir. Get everyone registered. We get everyone a little liquored up. Get all their
Hey, now.
all their inhibitions going,
Our
and
ambition's going.
we drop down into our undies. We line up around 2:00, and we take a quick run. Usually around Lake Eola. This year, we're just going to go straight down to Roslyn and back because Pa's in the park, and then we come back and party some more.
Oh, wait.
All
So there's another event going on at the same time?
Oh yeah.
And they didn't want you running around Paws in the park in your underwear because the dogs would be snapping at your ding dongs as you run by, right? So that's what I think. The mayor was like, Buddy Dyer, he's like, we can't have that.
So what? I'm sure there's some sort of rules about you were like
Walking
what, is it
and
anything
running.
goes.
No,
as
hold
far
on.
as
Say,
what the underwear
why
is.
are you giggling and saying anything goes?
Well,
It is PG-13, so no
Okay.
thongs, no
PG-13.
none
They
of
said
that.
the F word in Flight of the Navigator. They said the F word.
so it's what I'd be comfortable wearing in front of a 13-year-old.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Boxers, tutus, cosplay. We've got people who've been out there in
I've seen
we've had
that.
the
I've
Mario
seen
Brothers
Princess Peach.
theme.
All right. So
Then why is this awkward for you?
what? Because
Well, you're the-
running in your underwear is awkward to me.
Well, it shouldn't be. You're the person that, I mean, arguably, you say you wear the nicest underwear of anyone on the program, including Sam.
No, I didn't say that. I just say buy some better than some gross Grundies.
Grundies.
I was thinking white old man Grundies.
He called
Al
my
Bundy
underwear
style.
gross
yeah,
Grundies.
the Al Bundys.
The Al Bundy gross Grundies. You mother.
Al Bundy Grundy. So you have that on right now? You're,
Whoa.
You were showing me.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
my
this was
God.
formal. I'm supposed to wear something?
No,
No, my God.
please
What is
don't.
happening right now? Did you
So-
say please don't?
How many people are usually involved?
We usually have about 200 entries each year. Last year we had about 240. We're about 189 right now. So hopefully,
Nice.
hopefully if the BDMs will come out, and hopefully we can get them to join up as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
If there are
cool.
any BDMs listening to this right now and you have a special deal for the BDMs to help them out a little bit, maybe to encourage them, because it can be like, it's a little out of the ordinary, right? Like it's a little different to get out there in your skivvies and start running around.
Yeah.
But it's also a good thing. You're doing good stuff for charity.
Is it? I remember one year I went to Hedonism. I promise I'm going somewhere with this.
Yeah, they do a charity run there as well.
And
But it's naked.
Well, it's not just naked.
there is a clothing optional, although it's really not even option. Is there a nude only side?
Well, they have a
of
guard
the
there
result?
that makes
Yes,
you undress
okay,
in front of him.
So that's what I was
Wow.
gonna say. Like
Sam, they do. They have a big like Bahamian guard that stands
Oh.
there, and if you were trying to walk through, even if you just wanted to get a hot dog, no dice.
it's weird because Jamaica, so you're like,
I'm like,
weird
what
they can't get a Jamaican
it's a
here.
clothing police.
But they make you disrobe before
At
you're
gunpoint
allowed to
almost, yeah.
get into the nude. So if like let's say someone's there fully clothed, do you stand there? You're like, all right, you have to get in your underwear
Yeah,
and run
that's
this
a
thing.
good question. Let's say you have like some.
Do you enforce it?
Let's say like Sam shows up and her husband he gets stripped straight down to a thonger, because Travis games and he's ready to go. He wants to show his thickness.
Also got a good butt.
Yeah, he does have a great butt.
Absolutely, but our guns are filled with Tito's vodka.
Whoa, hold on. Well, I didn't say
they've
anything about
got
guns. Where did the guns
Just
come
saying.
from? So then what if Sam wants to run in like a full Burlington coat factory? She's got the full coat on. That's allowed?
Oh,
Or do you
yeah.
guys boo her?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go,
Onesies.
"Boo, get the hell out of here.
Nope.
But after a few drinks, I'm sure she'll be going, "Hey, I got a better body than that one." Then
Yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah,
She
Paul's
does.
spicy.
Yeah. Paul's ready to run. He's
When did you guys come up with this? Like, what made you? Obviously
Well, I don't
with
think
the
they
charity-
came up with it. I think you guys are
Oh.
just the facilitators in Orlando, or am I wrong about
Well,
that?
just to make it simple, the reason why we run in our undies is because people that have NF, they have these deformities and tumors that go whether it be inside or outside. So
Yeah.
even with clothes on, they can't feel comfortable.
So let's talk
once
about
a
that.
year, we get in our undies to raise awareness because people are going to ask what you're doing when you're running around in your undies.
That's true. So, like, it's not just crazy people running in their underwear. The charity component to this and what you're trying to raise, not only like money, awareness, whatever for, is like, let's talk about that for a little bit. What are we helping here?
it all goes through the Children's Tumor Foundation, which helps raise funds to help find a cure for one day for future generations for neurofibromatosis. Or you can type in NF1 on the internet. That will give you a better idea.
Gotcha.
It's a mouthful of words to say, but try living with it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so this is like I like charities that are involved with trying to solve a problem that not that many people know about, because I feel like there are some big time charities that everybody donates to that gets a lot of attention.
Sure.
And then
There's
every
the
charity needs
celebrity
money.
charities for
But,
sure.
But
yeah.
but it's like these you don't hear that often, and so
But they got
I
to
feel
fight
like
a
they
little
need the
harder
most help.
sometimes. Yeah.
1 in 3,000 births have NF. So there's more people that are born with NF than any other disease out there, you could say.
Yeah. My God.
But it's the least known.
Yeah, and you said it's for tumors, and the tumors can be like exterior and interior
Yes,
tumors.
lots of them deal between on the spine, on the brain.
Oh wow. And this is for the kiddos, which is like
but-
anytime anybody looks at me and says like, "Hey man, kiddo charity," I'm like, "What do you need? Let's do it."
Sometimes people are diagnosed at birth or within the first few years or later on in adult life.
And
Gotcha.
and so so everybody that participates, it's more about the fun, the festivities, and less about the actual distance of the run too, because that's another thing. Like anytime someone puts together a fun charity run but wants to go too far,
Marathon.
so it was like
Oh
everybody.
my God, I'm so tired.
Yeah, everybody's here to have a good
I don't
time.
even want to do a 5K. It's too much. I just I want to
we
walk
don't-
to the bar and walk out of the bar.
Yeah, we could do. It's kind of ceremonial. The run is more ceremonial,
Yeah,
where you just
plus,
go from one place to another and then
let's
drink.
be honest, we got a lot of people out there that are doing a lot of good to raise awareness and money, to help out the kiddos. And then people are going to be in their underpants, hopefully some sports bras will be in play, some jock straps, whatever you need. But, a simple walk is fine. A little jaunt,
Hold on.
a sprint,
Don't-
a skip is
Oh,
fine.
don't have your bare ass showing.
No.
Like,
You're a grown ass man. Put on some pajama pants.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't think is appropriate, right?
No,
For
it's not.
Children's like
Pajama pants and a t-shirt, you're just fine. That's
no,
what
well,
you
you can have booty shorts. I'm just saying, if
Oh, well, you're gonna
thonger
wear-
is
you're
too
gonna-
far.
is a
Although,
thonger too far?
Do
Do-
people do thongers?
They're not allowed.
She strictly said no thongers in the beginning. You
okay,
guys just
Oh, I didn't
Speedos.
hear that.
All I can think
Yeah.
about is thongers.
Anytime anytime a girl says
PG-13 no thongers.
yeah, anytime a girl
Speedos
says
are
no
okay.
thongers, I think that means yes. I don't know where that. I'm sorry, that's a bad joke. That's terrible.
Well, remember, you got a nice little buzz going on. So.
Yeah.
I do right now too, which is why I said what I said. You heard me. You heard me.
So how can people sign up, or can you just show up?
You can sign up day of event for sure,
Okay.
since it is Saturday, but you can go on our website. We have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and an event page.
I love it.
So it's mycupids.org is the quickest way to get there, and you just find Orlando and sign up.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the page up there right now. Hey, I wanna be in charge of like measuring the coverage.
What do you, to make sure it's
Yeah, I
everybody's
want to be.
following the
In
rules,
fact, there is a badge that we forgot to purchase. There is a badge at Fair Villa Megastore. We
Booty
can't-
Patrol.
Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
says Booty Patrol badge, and we
Oh.
forgot to buy it. But I would have dressed like a cop and walk around there and be like, "Not enough coverage, Booty Patrol, get out of here!" Or tase people, just straight tase people right there.
Yeah. There was a lot of body inspecting back in the 90s
Yeah.
and things like that.
Can't really do that anymore.
We're frowned upon that.
Yeah, it's everybody's beautiful now.
Well, guys, thanks
All those
so much
cops lost their jobs.
for coming in. And
We do have a code for your for
oh
the
yeah,
BDMs.
the code.
Yeah.
So if you join up today, or this week, if you use the special code BDM, you get an extra 20% off your interest.
I was hoping that it was extremely complicated.
Yeah.
I was like, please say some word that nobody could spell.
Parchigar. If you put in Parchigar 665114.
So if you
No,
put
it's BDM.
If you
Yeah.
spelled neurofibromatosis
Oh
right.
yeah,
Yes,
See,
that's
in
the
it.
one. NF1.
So if you put in that code, then you get
20% off.
20% off your
20%
entrance.
Right, cool.
If you also
still-
if you get your friends to help donate towards your page up to $250, you'll get
Free
keep it
bar.
under- free bar. Yes,
Free
open
bar.
bar.
My God, I'm open.
Really?
My
$250
God.
Entire
$50
time.
The 350
So-
bucks.
$250.
$250.
So register. You go to the page.
So
you,
if you just
pick
ask-
out what you want to wear. You get a pajama pants and a t-shirt. You get your friends to donate up to $250. Then when I show up and participate, I get open bar.
I love that. That's a quality grift.
That
right
is
there.
a quality grip, and
Because
you're
I feel
doing
like-
good for the kids that don't, that need some help because the tumors make clothing and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
not really fun to wear. I get it. This is good.
I feel like if you send a all email out to your work, like all your coworkers, you'd be like, "Hey, I'm in this
Yeah, Undie
Cupid run. It's for this charity.
Help me get open bar.
Hey, donate."
Yeah,
No,
and-
don't say that part.
Why
Because then
not?
you're scamming me for open bar.
Well, just put kids in there. Anytime you
well,
put kids in there, they
don't
got you.
mention the open bar, and then when you get the 250, then open bar.
Well, they'll pay you so they don't have to see you in underwear. That's quick. You'll get that $250
I think
in
people
like
would
15
want to
minutes.
see me because, like, maybe I'm carrying a little extra weight up here where my belly is, but I gotta tell you, my thighs. I got really good legs. From
They
all the
are
cycling,
strong.
from all the cycling I've done, I've got tiny little powerful chicken kickers.
That's why I've been at the
Chicken
gym.
kickers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like animal
nose.
legs. The animals don't
It's the
carry
only
fat on
yeah,
their legs.
It's the only part of me that's good. I look like an old Shih Tzu. I got strong legs from jumping on the couch, but my belly is fat.
Well, Paul, Tina, thanks so much for coming.
So thank you. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys.
Peace, love, and undies.
Peace, love, and undies to you as well. I'm gonna start saying that every show.
It's February 11th this Saturday at Elixir, all for a great charity. So check it out.
Yes, sir.
And we will see you tomorrow.
All righty. Thank you, guys. Appreciate
No,
it.
thank
y'all.
you.
We are still live on Twitch, just to let you know while I say this real fast. Where's that go, Sam?
Tuesday 4.
Tuesday 4.
So if you want to write down for you guys, if you guys want to enter the show or
Okay.
show,
It's
run.
a show.
this to get it free for you guys. It's the promo code is FreeReg2023.
Okay.
Or
So-
just show up. We'll remember your face.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate
And
it.
then hopefully we can get some of the BDMs to sign up.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, perfect. This will help. This will be broadcast tonight. So it should air around 8:30.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, don't lose those. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Very nice meeting you. Take care. Yeah, anytime, y'all.
So if anything, just give us a call.
I think
and
Norm's
give you
in.
information. You just email us and I can send you over some more links if you need any links.
Cool. Awesome.
Appreciate it.
very much.
Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
You guys have a good one.
Do the same, and we'll see you soon.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, we'll
Good
see
luck
ya.
with the event.
What time is
1:30. He should be on his way.
Yeah, he's on his way.
He said he's in Baldwin. He literally just messaged me when you
Yeah.
asked.
Norm wants to know if you will run with him. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye. Norm wants to know if you'll run with him.
Will Tom do this with us? They did give us a free pair of panties.
I know. I got mine on right out. I put mine on in the bathroom. God damn, Sam. If you put those on, holy moly. That's inappropriate. You can't wear those. You can wear them
Oh,
around
these
your
are
husband.
MeUndies. These are
they're-
branded
Yeah, all their
MeUndies.
stuff is high quality. It's like really nice. Don't take mine. Those are mine.
MeUndies?
Yeah.
Don't take mine. Where's mine?
What'd you do with them?
That's mine.
Oh, yeah, mine are in there.
Yeah, he's trying to steal mine. This guy's a
Did you get
goddamn underwear
boxers or
hog.
did you get little briefs like I got?
Let me get
I
your
got
little
boxers.
briefs.
Oh, my briefs?
I got
Yeah,
boxers.
well, you're way.
I was trying to look up.
Paul was nervous.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That was hard.
I'm going to give these
Use
to
'em.
my husband.
yeah, I'd have him wear them when it's to his surgery.
I don't think I think he's supposed to free ball it.
And just like pajama pants.
I have no idea. I have to go over his
God, those are
paperwork
hard.
before.
Those are hard. Those are so hard. So hard. So hard. It takes a little part of your life away. Norm, you don't care about me. I'm just a fucking afterthought. Norm. And he's like, oh, of course we want you too, Dad. Fuck you, Norm. I've got you all figured out, Norm. I've had you figured out since day fucking one, motherfucker. Bet.
Trying to look up Super Bowl props so we could talk to EJ about them. We got a bunch of weird barbecue sauce props, or not barbecue.
Excuse me?
Well, there's some barbecue sauce, but also some cheeseburger props. So Andy Reid, like
What does
there's,
that mean?
What, like if he eats a cheeseburger while the game's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
never going to happen.
I know, but it's like minus 15,000 or
He's
whatever.
too focused on the game. He's not going to lean back.
But there's one that I saw that is will Andy Reid mention cheeseburgers in his post-game interview?
Yes, he will.
Will he?
Yeah, take it. Take it. Maybe he's reading that and he's like, all I
No.
want to do now is just go home and eat some cheeseburgers.
I'm
I'm Andy Reid.
I feel like he wouldn't just because the joke has always been because of his weight. They also have one, will they mention the punt, pass, kick, or show the footage of his punt, pass, kick
Yes.
competition?
That's
But-
a good bet because they always love to clown him and they go, wow, he's been in the game. He's dedicated his life to it. Here he is as a kid. Wow, he's unfortunately large. Back to you.
But that's what makes me think they won't do it because he is unfortunately large.
Not
and-
now he isn't. Now he grew into his body. He's fine now. He's
Ye-
just a big football coach now.
But I think they wouldn't do it because he's 13 and unfortunately large, and then just because how
Culture, you don't bully
Ye-
people.
well,
as
they're-
much.
yeah.
So like you did this 10 years ago, it's fine, but now we're easing off of it.
I think during the Super Bowl they don't do it,
Okay.
or at least they don't
All
show
right.
that footage, just because they don't want it to be misperceived as they're laughing at a big 13-year-old kid. I'm trying to overthink it, but that's how trying to win. But see, that's you get down to.
But what if they take a? What if they don't take an? What if they take a positive spin on it? What if they put him up there and they go, oh, "Look at him, he's a lifer. What a cutie pie." Not that they'll do that, but what if they just put it up there? They don't have to necessarily talk about how funny it is. They could just talk about how this guy is like football is his life. What if they did it? Now, does it count if they do a behind the scenes on Andy Reid and it's just shown to kind of to weave the story that this guy is the real deal?
The exact wording of the bet is Andy Reid special. Will they mention or show clips, pictures of Andy Reid competing in punt,
They
pass,
will.
kick contests?
Even if they do a retrospective of like, he's been here many times before. Football is part of his life. It's woven into the culture.
But this has got to be during the Super Bowl. So
Well, they run all those pieces ahead of time. What's up, buddy? Does that count? Does that count? Does running those?
I don't
like,
think not.
You're
it's,
right.
It's
it
got to be
doesn't.
in
from the start of the game to the end of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
They won't then. You're right.
because
They
there's too much time to
Yeah,
fit.
they
There's
won't.
yeah.
That's a sucker's bet though, because I'll tell you right now,
'Cause-
I would bet on that like quickly. Do they count on any of that? I've been meaning to ask you that. Do they use sometimes the wording in order to get Joe Dum Dum to just jump on the bet?
Yeah.
Like for that, because I can think about that and think about the day of coverage and kind of get caught up in my excitement and be like, I know it. They'll play it.
Yeah,
and then bet it. And then when you really dial it down, you're like, nah, you jumped in too early. You got a little too excited.
There are thousands of Super Bowl props up, and they just
that
take
good
low
stuff.
limits on all of them. So it doesn't matter. They just use it. They try to just gather as many micro bets as possible, and people bet on because yes, people will bet $5 on the yes,
Oh yeah.
and I bet you couldn't even bet over 100.
Are you betting on the hamburger bet? Is that what you're talking about?
I was
Still?
talking, yeah. Here's one. Say like an Andy Reid special. Will the words burger or cheeseburger be said by Andy Reid during the post-game interview?
Well, what if he's like, oh, well, we got it, everybody started to talk about, like, Mahomes and his injury. That was a bit of a nothing burger. And we did it. We went out there. We gave it 100%. He told me he was okay with the injury. I believed him. I got confidence in him. Total nothing burger by the press. Yeah. So, we went out there and delivered.
Or does someone ask a leading question, like a reporter, like, what are you going to have after the game? What's your winning meal? Or what's your sad meal?
Fucking cheeseburger.
No one's gonna.
It's
No
also
reporter's
not
gonna
like
ask.
he's on death row and it's like, what's your last meal? Nobody asked that, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's almost
Andy,
a
what's your
Well,
death
because of
row
the Waffle
meal?
House thing. That's the reason why. Because the whole, what's his name? The quarterback for the Jags. I can't
You
think
should
of
know that. You're
I
our sports
know, I
guy.
blew it right
You're
now.
a sports guy.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I knew it was
None
Trevor
of us
something.
knew it, though. I tried to look at Sam to get her to
I
send
don't
it to
fucking
me.
know.
I usually know.
I don't
I'm
know
like,
anybody's
I'm like,
name.
send it to me, send it to me. You know what she did? She shot pictures of her at Raw last night into my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fun time.
Did you see Trevor Lawrence at the Pro Bowl? He looks odd.
He does look very odd.
He looks like
Yeah.
a white horse.
He's
I was
awkward.
more-
He's awkward.
He does.
White
He's
long face.
awkward. Andrea, I forget who it was. I think Andrea showed me a meme where somebody photoshopped the.
It's like BoJack Horseman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
He
it?
does.
No, somebody photoshopped the Deftones. What is it? White Pony, that album. And it's just the
They changed his
silhouette of a
face.
horse, but no, it's the silhouette of a horse. Not even a horse. It's just a black, like cookie cutter of a horse, and then they just put a tiny little head there.
I love memes.
Stupid. All right, you guys ready to do some Nerd Jock?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready too. I'm excited to see you, EJ. It's been a minute, man.
I know.
Chat room straight
Totally
clowning
excited.
you for wearing
Of
red
course.
and black.
That's why
They're like,
I took the power away
Yeah,
by
they're
yelling,
like-
oh, yeah, as I came
yeah,
in.
they're like, "Where's the pizza?" He
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like he's delivering.
I work at Target.
Tomasino's. You look like State Farm.
Yeah.
You need
Jake.
khakis. You need khakis.
Oh. Did you see the Saturday Night Live with
I don't
crap.
watch that. I don't watch
Pedro
that. any of
Pascal?
that.
No, the one before. It was Michael B. Jordan. He was Jake from State Farm.
Did not see it.
Someone's revving their engine out there.
It's
I think
Ross.
that's Paul.
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
All right.
No more sound for your scooter if you get that done soon, right?
No. Man,
How long
no.
do you think this is going to take you?
I mean, I already have the engine out. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I drained the tank, pulled all the lines, pulled the clutch cable, pulled the brake, pulled the back brake, pulled the throttle, and pulled the what do you call that? The choke. And then I took out the swing arm, pulled out the engine, and so it's just literally just a frame and a front
A
wheel.
shell now, yeah.
It weighs nothing. I could
Oh,
throw
probably,
it
yeah.
into the yard, but that engine's pretty heavy. I probably shouldn't have been winging that around with my stupid back.
I need to replace my gas, like the thing that for the gas gauge in my truck. So I have no gas gauge working right now. So it's like on empty, and I have to measure
You guys
my
live
mileage.
like this.
That's how it is.
Get my oil changed tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, but it's like $1,200 to replace it because you have to take the whole bed of the truck out, and then you have to drain the gas tank.
You
yeah,
can
it's
get a new truck.
Great design.
I need to get a new truck.
Oh, wait, you're talking about fuel filter?
Yeah, no, not the filter,
No, the gauge
the
sensor.
bulb, the
Fuel
little
gauge.
bulb that basically tells you how much gas you have in there.
You don't need them.
I know. I just measure my mileage, and that's what I do.
Yeah. I lived.
It's math.
I hate math.
I lived a
parents were
long
math
time
people.
with no fuel
Very
gauge.
long time.
Yeah,
I just reset every time, and then when it got near 300 or
300
whatever,
miles, just fill it up.
Yeah.
Go to Costco.
Although I've run out of gas plenty of times.
Yeah.
I have a gas thing in the back of my truck. So
A
Yeah.
gas
Yeah.
thing, yeah. Some call them cans, some call them things. That's fine. The gas goes in it. It's the thing. All right, I could start. Where's this come back from?
Starting. We're
This
starting.
is a starting?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I will start us.
Probably should hit some of those things on the board.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? You can mind your business.
You want me to do
over here.
Manscaped? Because I will do
Alright,
it because
fuck it,
I
I don't
love
care
my
if you-
Manscaped.
Advertise that shit or not.
Order one. Order another one with our promo code.
I like Mad Sam. All right. I can start. Here we go.
I'm
In
smooth
3,
like a baby.
2. It is another A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Sam, our producer's here. Hello, Sam.
Hi.
On Nerd Jock, but we're not getting to him yet, is our good friend EJ.
Oh, yeah.
And let's plug some stuff.
We've got a couple things coming up. One being Science Night Live, February 18th. That's all during Spark STEM Fest
I love
at the Orlando Science Center. You can get tickets at tomandan.com or osc.org.
Yep, I'm a member, so I can just go, but hey, it's a reasonable price, and sign up to be a member while you're there.
That's February 17th through 20th, and the adult night is February 18th. Then we got Porch Fest coming up on February 25th.
It's one of the largest music and sort of festival events that Sanford puts on. We're one of the porches this year at our Air T&D. You can book that at bookairtnd.com.
Yep, and so we've got musical acts going on in all
4 or
our
5
porch.
different bands all day long.
Yeah, and so all the information, just search SanfordPorchFest.com.
Yeah, Sanford Porch Fest.
SanfordPorchFest.org.
Yeah, SanfordPorchFest.org, and also we are porch number 14. So if you're looking at it,
Yeah.
and you're trying to plan your route for that particular massive event, porch number 14.
And we got a
is-
trolley stop right by our house.
Yeah. And look, man, the Air T&D is in like basically where all the action's happening. So
Yeah. If you want to come inside, we'll be hanging out there all day.
Yep.
So if you want to take a tour of the Air T&D, just
that's true.
come
Come
inside
tour
of
it before you stay there.
Also, we have a new partner, the Arnold Palmer Invitational, which is coming up March 2nd through the 5th. And we've got special discounted tickets for the White Claw Party Deck. And that's in hole 15 and 16. I know we've talked too much today.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, hole 15 and 16, but we've got like a deck where all of the major stars, we're kind of on the thoroughfare. So they come through. You're there on the White Claw Party Deck. You get a private air-conditioned bathroom to chill out.
Yeah, a bar
yeah, a
there.
little
There's going to
bar
be a food
area.
truck,
Yeah, man.
and with our discount, if you buy the tickets through our link, tickets are only $100, and normal tickets are $80. And like I was talking to a bunch of BDMs, they're
Get
like,
the upgrade.
they did the White Claw Party Deck last year, and they're like, it's completely worth it just for the bathrooms and the private bar.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chat room is lighting up with people that are getting their tickets. Again, guys, that's $100 for basically your own little spot.
Yeah, and we'll be broadcasting out there on Thursday. We're going to do an ACT segment. We're taking a show field trip out there.
I love it.
On the opening day. And like I said,
I'm excited,
biggest golfers
man.
in the world.
I've
yeah.
never been out there.
Tiger Woods will be there.
All
but-
this time, I've never been to the Arnold Palmer Invitational, but we're certainly happy and glad that they decided to partner with us.
Let's do some Nerd Jock.
All right, man. I think I got this right this time.
Hey, there we go.
Nerds. Little respect.
Yeah, I know.
Little respect.
Well, you guys are Porch 14. Chris Collinsworth, Porch.
Yes.
Jock, nerd, jock, nerd.
It's Nerd Jock with EJ. How you doing, EJ?
Good. How you guys doing? You excited for the Super Bowl?
No.
No?
Just kidding. You gotta say yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's I mean, watching these two
I'm
teams
excited for
play
halftime.
is gonna be fun because I would say
I think
that,
it's going to be a good game.
I
Yeah.
mean, we've got at least the top 5 teams in the NFL involved in the Super Bowl, which is always good.
Yeah.
And some would say, obviously the best 2 teams, but
Yeah,
it's
they're both
pretty
number
damn
1
close.
seeds, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think Eagles. That's just my thing.
Aren't they like favored by 3 right now?
Yeah, but
No.
I think...
Is it
3?
No, they
Oh,
were, what was
God.
it, 1.5? What
It's
was it?
1.5.
It's
now.
1.5?
It started with 3.
I'm hanging out with him
I know.
too much.
Yeah.
It's
I do it on
interesting because when the line came out first, it was that 3.
Yeah.
Then it got bet heavily towards the Chiefs, and then went opposite, and then settled back
Back
now
and forth, yeah.
at
Interesting.
1.5.
Do you
Eagles minus
anticipate
1.5.
anything else happening? Or?
Not now. It's enough time has gone by that I think it's not going to do much line movement. Although as the public sees Mahomes more and more, and then he does less limping,
Yeah.
I maybe would think more money comes in on the Chiefs, and maybe this gets to an even.
Lower down to a half point, maybe. Yeah.
Although the fun in the Super Bowl is all the crazy
the prop bets.
bets.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like how long the national anthem's going to be, or the coin toss.
Who is
if there's
the-
going to be a safety.
The national anthem is
Chris
Chris
Stapleton.
Stapleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not going to go crazy.
No, I would bet
he-
the under on that one.
He's going to do a nice, very respectful and good version.
Yeah. He's not going to hold any notes for too long.
He's got an excellent voice, and he will show nothing but respect, and he will nail it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you a gambling tip for the Super Bowl because I've been doing this long enough where the odds, or at least Bovada odds right now, are the over-under is 2 minutes and 7 seconds, and the under is plus 120, and the over is minus 160. So that tells me a bunch of money has come in on the over, which these type of bets, there are people that know.
Yeah.
So the people that know bet these, and then the books change the line. So a lot of the times where there is something that is kind of predetermined because people practice these things,
Yeah.
and like the Chris Stapleton's
It's not his first time singing the
Entourage,
national anthem.
like
yeah.
Yeah.
people know around Chris Stapleton how roundabout how long his version of the national anthem is going to be,
Okay.
and they bet it, and then the books move the number. So a lot of these bets that you could tell, like if you think someone knows, just bet with the juice and
Yeah.
bet the
What's
the
favored,
over
yeah.
because most likely it's favored because a
A
lot of
reason, yeah.
insiders have bet this
Yeah,
already.
it's inside.
That also kind of, though, I will say, I don't know, it sucks the fun out of it for me because I almost want to bet just kind of like guessing what I think he'd do. You know what I mean? Like, I want to use
Yeah.
my power of perception of like, well, I think he's this kind of singer, and I've listened to enough Chris Stapleton songs to guess that he's going to do it like this, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh, I found out the information from this guy, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Because at that point,
His manager says that he's.
what
does
am
it
I
this how
doing? I'm
long,
just
yeah.
finding out information from other
Yeah.
people, and then I'm just,
Or you're winning money.
I mean,
that's the whole point of
guess,
gambling.
I guess, but I've never seen you win money, so I guess
Yeah.
I know.
Well, it's
I like
hard.
going against
Yeah,
what
I
Tom
guess.
says because
So,
that usually works
I
out
think
better.
I would have more fun though, just trying to use my own intelligence and
Yeah.
the amount of knowledge that I've gathered just from observing Chris Stapleton instead of like, well, his tour manager says he sings it like this. Well, what the hell am I doing then?
So EJ, what do you want to talk about? Just all Super Bowl
Yeah,
stuff?
basically just talk about the Super Bowl. Unless we're going to talk about like Sean Payton taking over for the Broncos until
I think that's a bad move.
Russell Wilson and his team can't be there anymore. That's what it was in the intro. Did you see that?
I
How
saw
Russell
that.
has in his own entourage like Team 3, and like he has his own quarterbacks coach.
They call it
And-
his performance team.
Yeah. And Sean Payton's like, nah. It's only
Yeah, I think that's
our
fine.
staff. I
Yeah.
totally agree with him because look
that's
how he
fine.
turned around the Saints. They were the Aints before he got there, and they won a Super Bowl with him. So
Can't disagree. I
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go there.
Now, I did see this, and it's been the talk of the NFL because
Yeah.
no one thought he was going to go there, and it looks like they just threw an insane amount of money at him. Or
yeah, they didn't they have to give away picks also to the Saints
Yes.
also. Yeah.
They had to give away picks, but Sean Payton wouldn't have gone unless the money was right
Yeah.
because he's walking into, let's face it, a horrible
It's
situation.
a bad situation, but he can only go up from there, is what I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sean, it's going to look like an
Wow.
improvement no matter what he does, I think.
Um,
Because they've lost like 10
Well,
games the past 5 seasons.
I don't think they're going to blame him no matter what, right? I
Nah.
mean, if he goes in there, I mean, he'll make changes, and then whatever else happens, they'll blame other people, not him.
Well, they are stuck with old Russell Wilson
Yeah.
for a while because of
His
the
contract's so
situation
huge, yeah.
they got into. But I also
I mean, they said we were stuck with Matt Ryan, but we got rid of him somehow. I
Yeah.
mean, I'd heard we had him for another 2 years, and that didn't work out that way. We screwed it all up and made it look terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there are ways out. It's just stinky ways out.
Hey, didn't they trade him to Indy?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, like I never thought that was ever going to happen. I never thought we were going to go after Deshaun Watson, and none of that.
Well, the problem being though, if he does continue to play poorly, no one's gonna want him.
Oh,
So,
yeah. He has
so
no trade value for sure.
So it's
after this season.
nearly impossible to trade. Matt Ryan still had some trade value, and teams that needed or desperate for quarterbacks.
Yeah, a
I-
good veteran quarterback would be Matt Ryan is that guy. Yeah.
It's so hard for me to understand. Like, okay, Sean Payton's gonna be taking over the Denver coaching job because they looked horrible last year. Obviously,
Yeah.
like it was a joke at the NFL. But how much will that change what's going on there? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the coaching staff really have that big of an impact where all of a sudden you're going to take this team that I don't know what the Denver's record was last year, but they
4
underperformed by
Yeah, they only had like 4 wins, yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
6 game. I think they had a
I think
10.
they're like 4-13 or something like that.
I think starting off the season, their season win total was like 10 or something. So they underperformed by like 6 games. So are they going to get back to their projected season win total? Are they going to,
Well,
can they win
gotta
9
play.
or-
They got to play the Chiefs 2 times a year because they're in that division.
Yeah.
And like they have the Raiders in that division and the Chargers.
Where you're
So-
changing the culture, right? So
Yeah.
if Sean Payton goes in and he immediately says, like, yo, all your little guys got to go. So he gets rid of Team 3, as it's
Yeah,
called.
Team
so they're
3, yeah.
gone. And I think
Focus
it does
up.
because he's going to bring in his own coaches.
And he's an
they'll-
offensive guru, so that was the problem with their team. They have a pretty good defense. It was okay. It just they were on the field too long, and if you get the offense back in up to par, you
Also, I
win
think
like
just-
5 more games.
Although getting rid of Russell Wilson's performance team, is that going to help him? Because he's paying them $1 million. I've heard interviews before. He pays his old team like $1 million a year.
yeah, but then you
You gotta
have
do
fights with the
something, right?
staff between his team and the
Right.
other team. Like Russell Wilson doesn't feel good today.
Yeah.
And the
You gotta
team
get it
staff
cohesive,
says
yeah.
he's good to go. You should put him in.
Yeah.
And then you have that fight, and it's like, okay, who's in charge?
No, it's like, sorry, we need one team here. Also, what does
Yeah.
it do to the team camaraderie if you got this guy who's the supposed overpaid superstar
Yeah.
that has his own guys doing the stuff and he's failing miserable? It doesn't do anything.
it doesn't
for
look good. It's
camaraderie.
like,
I mean,
yeah.
you might as well wipe it clean and start from the beginning and go all right, guys, this is a football. Start I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's like you got to start
Let's
from
work on
bare
your throwing
bones
motion and
literally
reading the defense.
build it
Yeah.
back up because all this other garbage of you and your stupid leather jacket and doing push-ups on a plane, you're a freak. You're a weirdo. It's over. You're done. That part's over. You're going back to just
Jumping jacks in the aisle.
You know what made me sad? I was in Walmart this weekend because I'm the only person on the show that likes Walmart. But they had the little Nerf balls that Russell Wilson endorses, and they're all on clearance. All on clearance.
Yeah.
It made me sad because there was a time when that guy was a stud.
Yeah.
And now he's just a weirdo.
Well, I think he was always a weirdo.
He's always
no
a
one
weirdo,
knew it yet.
but he had people around him that could help him. Like he had freaking Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
And he had good running backs behind him. This year he doesn't have that. So
I don't know. I mean, they had what that prospect got his knee hurt, I believe.
Yeah.
Williams,
that rookie that got hurt. Yeah.
So they were supposedly had an awesome team roster, so that was their final piece, and everybody's excited that he was going to do something.
All of
Anyway,
our Bronco friends,
whatever.
we have a lot of Bronco friends, and they were so stoked.
Yeah.
let's talk Super Bowl.
Okay.
Because
That's what we were doing.
No,
Well,
we're talking
we,
the
we did a
Broncos.
detour for Sean
Yeah.
Payton
Yeah,
just for a
we're
little
talking
bit.
Sean Payton and the
Because
Broncos.
everything else is the Super Bowl this year. And the other things I have are about the NBA. Like LeBron James is like 36 points away from the scoring title. So he plays tonight against the Thunder. And if he gets 36 points, he breaks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record.
when's his next home game?
The next 2 games are home games. So he plays the
Yeah,
Thunder tonight, and then he
he's
plays
got it.
what was the other one?
Unless
He
he's
plays the
injured.
Bucks. He plays the Bucks on Thursday. So if he only gets like 30 points tonight, and then he gets 6 points against the
Well,
Bucks,
now, okay, but that's an interesting.
that's a good bet. Like I would say, I would put my money that he doesn't break it tonight. He breaks it next week.
because you want to
on
break
Thursday,
it
I
at
mean.
home.
Yeah, well, they're both at
No,
home.
they're both home
They're both
games.
home
Oh,
games.
they both.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
That's
both
why I
home
was
games.
saying
Yeah,
it's no
so he's
big
gonna
deal.
do it.
Yeah,
he's
he'll
gonna
get
do it. Like all he has to do is score 18 points each game.
Yeah.
to break it at home.
I mean, if
he's
I were
gonna
him,
do that for sure.
if I were him, I would walk it in. I'd do 18.
18, yeah.
Yeah, I would just take it easy, unless I'm on a run.
Or I'd go like 34 points and then take a seat for the fourth
There
quarter.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
and
the
then
next
say,
game,
next
don't
game
put me
is
in.
sell out. Yeah.
No, the next game, don't even put me in. Put me in the last minute. I'll dunk on your head.
do the tip off.
Oh my
and
God,
dunk.
to have that
Yeah.
much physical power, that's got to feel amazing.
He's
when
an
you
all-around
what's
shooter,
It gotta,
so-
here's what I want to know, because it's one thing to break a record, but what's it feel like when you know you've got it in the blanket bag?
Yeah,
What is it?
He's
What
not
Tom?
that far away. Like he can shoot free throws the rest of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Like the
and
guy,
still
he
didn't do
has
it.
it in the bag. It's not even a question of if he's going to do it.
I guess
That's got to feel awesome, dude.
wow. I wonder if you want to pad it enough where nobody could ever break it.
Oh, he's
Okay.
definitely gonna
in
play
the
another 2
future.
years probably.
And just go real
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Because that's the interesting part to me. Although it seems like every record is eventually going to be broken because rules will continually.
Change. They want more offense always.
Yeah. It'll always skew towards more scoring, no matter what. I feel like, it ebbs and flows, but even in the NFL too. I got so frustrated at this year because they added the extra game this, 18 weeks, and they were talking about people breaking records because with the extra game there were a lot of records broken in the NFL this year.
Yeah, weren't the Eagles like 4 sacks away from breaking the
Yes.
all-time sack
Yeah.
record. Yeah.
But-
Some crazy
yeah.
stat.
But there were a lot of players that broke all-time records, but they
They had
never.
an extra game. It's not
That-
an average.
didn't
On
count.
average, they didn't do better than like Barry
Exactly.
Sanders would have done.
So they didn't
Yeah.
mention it enough, or just say like, I know every once in a while they throw in, well, yes, it is an 18-week season. There's one
Yeah.
more game this season.
They
but,
don't mention it enough.
But
no.
and I know that kind of takes away from mentioning like, hey, this guy's going to break the record. But it also means the record is meaningless if you broke the person's
Yeah.
record
You're
with
moving
an
the
extra
goal-
game.
you're moving the goalpost.
But
Exactly.
also, he
Yeah.
also stayed healthy for that extra game too. So that also kind of weighs it about a little
They're
bit.
not.
out,
They're
too.
not gonna want to say the negative either, right?
No,
No,
they're
no,
gonna
no,
say,
Rock
yeah.
has to be
He doesn't
positive.
deserve this
Hey,
record.
You want to break all the records, right?
Yeah, of course you do. And for the player, because people will forget about the extra week, and then in 20 years from now, they'll just be.
I've
your
already
name will be
forgotten
there.
about it, and you just talked about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Seriously, like,
But
and
it's
you're
a
right. They've
nothing.
never mentioned it. They
Nah.
don't. They don't ever make note.
Yeah.
You're right.
It-
You're right.
It is. I mean, it's sort of a nothing because you're right. You're moving the goalpost. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, you didn't really do it. You're cheated to do it, or like you got an extra advantage, a handicap
Yeah.
to break the record.
Yeah. Anyway, what else we got? What else
The
we
other
got?
thing I had was Kyrie Irving going to the Mavs. That's a
Yeah.
really big trade
Yeah, I mean, like,
with
is that
Luka.
a, is that a-
Those two guys are amazing.
is that a troublemaker trade? Is that like
I don't
a-
know. Well, he asked for the trade out of
Yeah.
Brooklyn. He's like, I want out of here.
Yeah.
Trade me, please, before the deadline. But it
Man.
makes the Mavs like the best in the West right now. It looks like.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about the NBA, so I don't want to.
My daughter's getting into basketball, and I'm like, I better start learning about that.
Ah.
But it
I mean, I know the
But going to
game.
Magic games are fun.
Oh, it's great,
Like,
but
you
I don't know
haven't been-
any players, dude. I haven't followed basketball
Bobo?
since 92, 93.
Well, my mom hates Bobo.
Why?
She's like, every time he comes in, we start losing. I'm like, no, this is just one game. You're losing a really small sample size.
But it does seem like the individual player in the NBA has a lot more power because it just, you have a lot more influence on the game.
Oh, yeah.
than any player in like the NFL. Obviously the quarterback.
Yeah, you can
has
change
the
an
most
entire
power.
game, though. I've
Oh, yeah.
seen players completely turn it on,
Yeah.
and the whole game's different.
But it's like now we've seen with certain coaching, like 49ers and stuff, like you put in a third string quarterback and he's like, well, it looks like he's doing just fine. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Yeah.
right.
So there is situations like that where, the quarterback is the most important, but with the right personnel around them
Yeah.
and the right coaching.
Yeah.
When he
really,
has Ayers and he has McCarthy behind him, you're going to do well for sure. So,
so let's talk about some of these props.
okay,
real
let's
quick.
talk about the Super Bowl prop bets.
So I
Are you
like
going to take the safety? I want a safety. I always love a safety in the Super Bowl. And it hasn't been one in quite a while.
Well, that means there's probably not going to be one.
I know. And
For
like
quite
when you
a
look
while.
at statistics, it's not due because that's not real in statistics, but it's due.
well,
Okay,
that's,
I see-
that's not how
that's
statistics
not how it
work.
works.
I know.
like, no, but I like that you're doing what I
that.
like. He's doing
it's
what
totally
I like.
wrong.
He's
and,
using,
Neil
he's using
deGrasse
his
Tyson would yell at
knowledge.
me and like, no, that's not how statistics work.
Well,
It isn't.
I
but-
know.
here's why that seems like a horrible bet. There's I would, if you have like maybe offensive line problems or something where it's like you're going to get to the quarterback fast, then I could see like, okay, now you have cause to bet that safety because you're like, okay, they're going to get to a quarterback fast. What if Mahomes throws out of the end zone and gets a
Tell you
intentional
the truth,
grounding?
I think the Eagles
That's
will get the
happened
safety
before.
if it'll be because once
But-
again their sack record almost was this year, and you have one bad snap on the 1 yard line. That's safety.
But you also have Mahomes, who's super smart and can
Yeah,
get rid
he
of the ball
Yeah.
fast.
floats, man. That guy is like
Yeah.
the way he
Yeah.
moves inside the pocket.
That 1 year
is-
he lost, he still looked good
He
during that
did.
game.
You're right, but
yeah.
the way he maneuvers, he slides around like a Pac-Man ghost.
yeah.
See, I like these Andy Reid specials because now the more I look into it, like
Are you going back to the hamburger one?
You like the hamburger one?
Go through all of them. Give us
Okay, yeah.
all of. What are the weirdest bets they have on there?
well, okay, there's an Andy Reid. Will he eat a cheeseburger before end of the Super Bowl broadcast?
Why is that a prop bet?
That's
I have
just,
no idea.
It can't be the Waffle
They're
House
just-
thing. That doesn't
Hold
make
on
any
a second.
sense.
Is this
Yeah.
just a
They're-
bullying
yes,
bet?
yes,
to say, like,
yes.
you're fat.
Yes.
No, I'm just gonna say
You
it
look like
it
a
is.
walrus, and we
Yeah.
don't like you in the State Farm
Everybody's like,
commercials.
hey, Andy Reid's fat. He's the fattest coach. So is he
Jesus.
gonna eat a slice of pizza or a hot dog before the end? You big fat pizza
Yes,
crap.
Yeah.
they
That's not nice.
Oh, I guarantee they'll have like another bet with next year from McDaniels if he'll if it looks like he vapes on the sideline again.
That's
I
not
guarantee
nice.
you that'll be a
But
bet
why
for
do you
next
do
year.
that? That's not nice. Like most people would frown upon that. Look, if we can't do bikini contests anymore, then you can't do Andy Reid's fat. You can't just start saying the guy's fat and doing. That's not nice.
Well, they use these for publicity.
Yeah.
And then
It gets you in to have fun.
Well,
during
now,
the
but
Super
they're
Bowl.
picking and choosing what they're allowing, right? Everybody is beautiful, but Andy Reid's a big fat cheeseburger.
Well, some Costa Rica sports book doesn't give two
Yeah.
damns about it. You know what I'm
Costa
saying?
Rican real man.
A cis white
All-
guy is okay to make fun of. That's
We're-
the reason why.
We're in Florida. All we could use is offshore sports books
Yeah.
or a guy with a website that which basically is tied in.
Super Bowl square.
Is that true that the Chiefs got Andy Reid a cheeseburger
told
for
me not to mention
Christmas?
this.
Somebody in the chat room saying that's the joke.
Let me see.
He must be tied in with. There must be some inside
Some
joke
sort of
with cheeseburgers.
cheeseburger.
Maybe, yeah.
But
I think because they gave him a cheeseburger after a win.
The Kansas
they
City
did it.
Chiefs gave head coach Andy Reid 2 early Christmas presents. One of them was a 24-10 victory over the Seattle Seahawks, improving them to 12-3 on the season. The second was a cheeseburger in the locker room following the victory.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay.
Got it.
Si-
Okay, now I understand. So it's not making fun of big fat Andy Reid.
Nah.
Although it is still is.
But it
It
is.
is,
Yeah,
for sure.
It is, yeah.
Apparently, he's known for his love of cheeseburgers.
I've never heard
anybody
anybody say he's been coaching in the league for forever. No one has ever said, "Hey, Andy Reid loves cheeseburgers."
I knew he loved cheeseburgers by looking at him. You know who else I know who loves cheeseburgers? Go on, why are you taking
He
the
said
power
after-
away?
I want to take the
I'm
power
trying
away.
to stop.
Oh, I guess a quote from him was after Kansas City's Super Bowl victory in 2020, he said he would celebrate the win with, quote, the biggest cheeseburger you've ever seen. So he
Yeah.
did say that would be his meal
But
after the
did
Super Bowl.
he?
Oh, yeah, for sure he did.
I think that's what they...
No, is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
a photo of him eating some massive cheeseburger, or did he just say that and he goes home?
Did he go
and
to Fuddruckers
his
and get
wife's
the
like,
1
"Well,
pound
I'm
burger?
sorry,
No, there's
I
a
already-"
video of it.
Yeah.
Of him
Oh.
opening a gift box with
yeah,
a
box,
giant
yeah.
greasy cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Did he eat the whole thing?
Let me see.
I don't think. See,
They put it in a Nike shoebox.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's
Disgusting.
the way their bullying is so far.
okay. Here's
It's
why I
probably
like
one of the
this.
Kelseys that did it because those guys are
I'm glad we
crazy.
talked this out. So now we fully
Yeah,
understand.
at least we know there's actually
Yeah.
a story
There's a
behind
reason
it.
I'm
for
glad
it,
we talked
yeah.
this out. I know nothing about this, and I try to keep up with almost everything in NFL, and I had
Because he used
no
to be the
idea.
Eagles coach. Wouldn't he want a Philly cheesesteak? That would be like his thing.
No,
but I
no.
guess now,
He's
because he's Chiefs, it's too Philly.
A Chief burger.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
So
Yeah.
again, you
Missouri
can't
burger.
you can't bet that much on these.
Yeah, like the limit's $1,000, right?
No, less than that.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be less on. Like remember
Really?
the Snoop Dogg smoke weed thing? I could only bet like $140 or
Oh,
whatever.
on stage when they were doing the concert. What's the Rihanna bets on there? For
I have to go to the halftime. Although they're going to start releasing these in waves. So there's only a few.
Is this your Christmas? Are you like
They're,
be honest? Is it like you? This is your hobby. Don't discount it. I'm not belittling it. I'm not making fun at all. Are you super excited? Like when they release a wave of bets, are you like you get in there and you're like, holy crap? Because I
Or
think
is it-
that's cool.
Or is it March Madness or?
No,
No, he
I don't
doesn't
know
do
anything
that.
about
He
March
hates
Madness.
the
No,
hates
he doesn't
brackets.
do
Yeah, I
anything.
know.
I'm trying to get
That's
him into
closer to
baseball, and
squares.
he
So we
told
got, what is Rihanna's first song going to be?
Yeah.
What color outfit is she going
okay.
to be
Her,
wearing?
what's her first?
Titanium.
What's that?
Whips and chains?
S&M?
Yeah,
That's gonna be
S&M,
the
that's
first
what it
song.
is.
I don't think so. I'm really I am for sure that they're not going to bring Britney out, but if they did for that song, it'd be
Yeah.
epic.
Is there any bet
rap.
about will they bring Britney out? Because
I bet you there
I'm
is.
sure there's different guests. Hold on.
I bet everything against.
She doesn't
no.
go, yeah.
Hell no.
I heard
Yeah.
they're gonna
No.
bring like Will Smith out and have him slap her
Slap
face.
somebody.
Yeah.
See, because there are some ridiculous stuff that they put up there that you know is not going to happen.
Oh,
Although,
yeah.
like
yeah,
I said,
first song odds, last song odds.
Like umbrellas.
That's
like
last
that-
song is
that's
or how
harder
many
to
umbrellas
gauge.
they're going to be on the
Yeah,
field
last
during the
song
umbrella
is
song.
umbrella with
Yeah.
twirling umbrellas. I already
Yeah.
called that weeks ago.
Rihanna's hair color, her dress color,
Her dress color will be the
and then
blue
like
brown.
guest appearances. They have Jay-Z, Calvin Harris, Drake, Eminem, A$AP Rocky with a baby, Future, T.I., DJ Khaled,
Hold
Kendrick
on.
Lamar, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, David Guetta, Paul McCartney, Pharrell Williams, SZA, Chris Martin, Neo, and Shakira.
Okay, well, Kanye
That's
West.
a lot
What are
of
the
guests.
odds on Kanye? Because that ain't
Yeah,
happening.
bet against Kanye, bet
Kanye.
against
But
Eminem,
but
bet
I-
against Paul McCartney.
But you know the one that sticks out to me that I heard that I'm like, why is that in there? And it makes me go back to what Tom's saying about somebody knows.
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky with a baby.
Yeah, I would probably.
Well, they
bet
just
heavy
had a
on
baby
that,
together.
yeah.
I understand, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that sticks out. Like, why would you put that on there?
Does he have to perform, or does he have to be shown on TV?
If he just walks out and performs holding their brand new babe,
It
come
says
on.
make an appearance on stage.
Okay.
So not necessarily
So he didn't have to
perform.
perform.
So if
he can
he's
just
in the
walk
box,
out.
it doesn't count.
Just holds the
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
up.
The Simba style, yeah.
That might be a good one.
That would be
That
good.
might be a good
yeah.
bet because like people love cute babies.
Yeah.
Has that baby been showcased
Just
yet?
once on her TikTok.
Interesting. That might be your bet
Yeah.
because it's not that far. People can't get a tons of like who knows. I mean, I'm just saying that's a big deal for Mama. That's
Yeah.
a big deal for Mama on the stage.
Big moment. Yeah.
That's
your
a decent bet.
Kid being part of the Super Bowl, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, you were there.
I could see that.
Yeah.
The another thing we were talking about before we started this on Twitch was will they show Andy Reid's pump, pass, and kick?
Yeah, you're
Footage
still
of
thinking
it
about
When he's a
that.
kid.
I don't think they will. Because it's during the broadcast and they've showed it so much
Yeah.
that I don't think the producers of the Super Bowl are even going to go to that
Like,
footage.
nah, it's
What if there's a
played.
lull in the game? Like, what if it's a blowout? I guarantee they'll show it if that's the case.
Well,
If Kansas City's blowing out the Eagles,
Yeah, the Kansas City's blowing up the Eagles.
you might be right.
It's definitely
because
that.
they were looking at something. They're like, "Wow, it started here, and look at them now."
Yeah.
One of those.
Well, again, just like the Andy Reid, Willie mentioned a cheeseburger. That's all. Like maybe he would if they win.
Yeah.
But if they lose, he definitely won't. You know what I'm saying? Like because he's not going to be like, I'm going to go eat a cheeseburger now we lost. Like you know what I'm saying? So you got to like.
I think he eats a cheeseburger no matter what.
Do we have our Do we have a white whale list of Weird Job Wednesday people?
We
because,
did.
because I'll tell you right now, I may have found a job that I would do that's in the betting world, and I don't even like gambling as much as Tom. But creating these bets, like the guy that has to sit down and go like, "Yo, it's going to be a cheeseburger thing," and
I think
that's
it's like a writer's room, like
Who is
SNL,
that- who
and
is
you have a
that,
bunch
Tom?
of people do that.
who is the guy that sits around and says like, "It's gonna be, the cheeseburger thing." I think that's a good one. Write that one down.
Oh, making these
Yes,
bets?
Yeah,
Who
who's the writer's room?
Because
Do they have a writer's room for
that's
that?
a
or-
cool job.
Yeah.
That is a cool job.
Well-
because your trick is to try and think that is to think of something that's going to get action either way.
It's a
Correct.
marketing firm
Nah,
for them,
well,
isn't it?
No, I mean because there's a lot of there's certain originators of like lines, certain sports books that are known for that. I think like Pinnacle's one of them.
You know they
and,
should
like,
buy the URL, The Line King.
and
That's good, right?
But and then everybody just copies them. But when it comes to these goofy prop bets,
Yeah.
a lot of these companies just come up with them themselves. Again, because they make super low limits, and then which way someone's betting. So if you say you can only bet $50, right? The more that goes on the yes, they just start changing the odds.
yeah.
And then that's how they do it with every bet. And,
Like when
and gambling.
DraftKings like be their marketing department say, "Hey, we're going to come up with these bets." That would
Yeah.
probably what they probably do.
And the more ridiculous, the better, because it's more marketing for them. Because
Yeah.
every show across the United States is all talking about NFL props, and then bets and stuff.
Yeah, craziness. Yeah.
DraftKings, FanDuel,
Yeah.
like
MGM
Caesars,
Grand. Yeah.
all the, and then
So when do you wait to bet? Do you try to get on them as soon as the waves are released?
Yeah, you want to get on them
Early,
early,
right? Yeah.
early for everything, because the more the public bets into it, the more it hardens or they change the line. So
Gotcha.
then when you see something like, by the time the public sees the cheeseburger bet, the
It's crazy, right?
the Willie mentioned it.
I feel like I gotta eat a cheeseburger this Sunday now.
Well, it'll be just
I'm
too
getting
high.
so hungry.
Right?
I want one of them salty
I
sisters.
thought he was gonna
smash
bring me
burgers.
chicken fries today.
Oh no! I
Sorry.
get one of them salty
tried to get here
sisters
fast for
smash
you.
burgers. With the crispy edges on the meat. Come on.
How many TikTok videos will Jackson Mahomes
post
during the
the
Super
game?
Bowl? The
Oh,
over
man.
under is 1.5. So under
No.
1.5 is minus 190. So that tells me that obviously everybody's betting under.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say he probably does 2 at least.
Yeah, at least 2.
At least 2.
They're
Well,
easy to do.
One at the very does it count? It does it have to be at kickoff?
Yes.
Or does so it's during the game?
Yeah.
during the game.
Ooh, that maybe makes it a little hard. And once again, if it's a blowout, then he's doing more than 2.
Then you're kind of betting on
Yeah.
the
You combine it. You're like,
in-game.
I know you hate parlays, but that's definitely you got to parlay that with other stuff.
you can't parlay.
Well, no,
these
not
props.
not. But I'm saying when you're betting, you're going to put all these. Like, I think the Chiefs are going to win a blowout. I'm going to think Patrick Mahomes does
Yeah.
that. I think they're going to show Andy Reid doing the punt, pass, and kick.
The chat room.
All three of those all together.
Did we do nerd? Or
No, we haven't touched
Are
nerd
we
at
doing
all.
any nerd?
Let's do some nerd.
We can
Yeah.
do some nerd.
I figured
Or
we
have
were
you guys
About
watched
10 minutes
Last?
left.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched Last of Us yet?
I have. Yeah.
Are you caught up? Or or the last episode?
I didn't get the last one. I stopped after I watched Gay.
Did you watch Nick Offerman?
Gay Ron Swanson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
well,
show's
there
great,
you-
yeah.
Well, you're ruining
Well,
it.
that's not
Oh no,
ruining
that's
anything.
in the trailer.
No,
you
no,
know
it's,
that, yeah.
it's his partner. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not ruining anything.
When I watched
He's
it,
not
I was
playing Ron
surprised.
Swanson.
He's basically Ron Swanson that's gay.
But when I watched it, that swerve I didn't see.
Well, your gaydar's off.
Yeah, I was like,
See, I wanted to
I
talk
don't know.
about
I haven't watched
that,
any
yeah.
of it yet.
Oh, it's good.
And they're moving up this week's episode to Friday, so it doesn't correspond with the Super Bowl.
That's smart.
They're moving it up, so you watch the next episode on Friday.
That's smart.
Yeah.
that-
Are they debuting some new show after the Super Bowl or anything like they've tried to
Typically
do
they do.
before?
Usually
Typically they do.
It's on Fox this year, right?
I don't know.
See,
You
I
should
don't
know
know.
that. You're the guy. This is your thing.
Well, that's what I was asking.
A Super Bowl?
Yeah, usually they show stuff like that. I remember when they released Arrested Development right after the Super Bowl. Remember
Yeah,
that?
Great show.
I love that show.
Do we know where Rick and
Super
Morty's voices are going to go now?
I
Has
was going to
anybody-
talk about that, yeah, because they changed Rick and Morty. He's no
so-
longer a part of the show.
Yeah,
the
and
guy
I-
that does the voice acting.
I think, man, I just think with a cartoon that is so beloved and young people and older people like it, and it's so also filthy, dirty, I think you just got to kill it. You just
Yeah,
gotta-
I think you end the series,
You
yeah.
just got to kill it. You can't. No, it's just not going to be the same.
It
man.
wrong sounding stuff
Yeah,
like Kermit the Frog
Or-
when Jim Henson no longer did it. It was wrong.
Or the only way out is to get new voices, and then you have to address this,
Right at the beginning.
You have to address this. No, you have to address the sexual.
the 16-year-old stuff.
have to
and
dre-
the-
you
and
have to
the
address it.
domestic
they'll
violence.
never do that.
You have to
What
have
happened? I don't even know.
Well, the guy who's doing it, I think they did him a solid by saying that it was the domestic violence stuff that put him over the line. But yeah, he was contacting like 16-year-olds on Twiter and Instagram
There's
and
just
stuff
some
like that.
not
yeah.
so savory.
Chris
stuff.
Collinsworth back in the day kind of stuff.
So they decided to part ways.
he
and-
made some interview in the 70s.
I
Chris
just wanted to
Collinsworth
see if
was
Tom
fine.
would laugh about that.
So they booted. I say you go the Affleck Duck route and then just get someone to mimic their
To do
exact
the
they
voice.
got
same thing.
guys. They
oh
got-
yeah, they can get people
I mean,
to do that.
you
yeah.
could literally go to YouTube right now, find one of those stupid kids that does 1,000. You ever seen those
The
kids?
impressions,
that,
yeah.
that do, I
Yeah.
can do 500 voices in 2 minutes. All those kids need to be hit in the head with bats. I hate them.
Yeah, but weren't you one of those kids back in the day? I don't believe
I've
you.
only ever
I've
been
heard.
able, no, I've never done impressions. I've only ever been able to mimic people and exaggerate and just do my own creations.
Like a caricature
Yeah.
with your voice.
Yeah,
How is
and,
that
I,
different?
and I only got like 10 of those. I got like 10. I got Italian. They're all stereotypes. They're all bad.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Then that's different.
And
than
I don't talk to
mimicking.
16-year-olds on Twitter.
Okay.
But they have to go with the exact voice, right? Or do they change it?
I think you got to either put it in the ground and kill it, or you
Yeah.
you got to get voices that are so
So
incredibly
similar,
bad.
yeah.
No.
Oh.
so
I would say,
incredibly bad.
like he had some kind of freak accident and it changed his voice. Like put it in the writing, right?
Get famous people to do it, like Rick could be played
Or
by
do like the Daily Show, how they have guest hosts all the time
yeah.
now?
I mean, but you got to do something
Different
wacky.
voices for Rick
Yeah, but if
and
you
Morty every time.
change, but people are stupid.
Because it's all about the
I'm
multiverse
stupid.
too. Because there's different versions of Rick and Morty
There
throughout
are.
it too. So they could probably say, "Yeah, it's just this is
Because,
the
like-
multiversal version
Okay,
of it."
let's say this was The Simpsons, right? I mean, and then I'm watching The Simpsons, and then the voice actors. I don't even I know
Like Hank Azaria
they're-
and
I don't know their
Nancy
names.
Cartwright.
And I feel
Yeah.
like most people, I mean, unless you're a real big Simpsons fans, like they don't maybe necessarily know the names or whatever.
Yeah.
And so as long as they sound the same, then I just keep on go watching, but then
Yeah.
don't even think about if it changed. So if you changed
These
Bart's
are pretty
voice,
unique voices, though. That's a problem.
yeah,
I mean, they've changed out entire actors. Like think of Roseanne when they changed out Becky.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that was bad though. I
Yeah,
remember
it's
that. Like
off-putting.
Yeah.
that was like.
But
I
people
can't
didn't
watch
stop.
this.
People kept watching.
Well, that's only because of the power of Roseanne at the time. Like she was a massive.
Well, Rick and
comedian.
Morty is pretty huge.
Pretty powerful. yeah.
If the
But you
voice
can't-
is pretty similar, I don't think.
Oh,
too
I'm
many
not-
people
No,
will
yeah,
care.
but-
I'm
The
not
voice-
saying it's not going to continue. I'm just saying it's not going to be good if it continues with voices that are similar. It's just not going to be the same.
but why not?
Because the people that did the voices, in a weird way, a part of them was the character, and I don't think you can mimic that.
Yeah.
What just the one person? They did both.
Yeah.
Rick,
Rick
and
and
Morty.
Morty, yeah.
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 And it's pretty specific. It's
yeah.
like a very
and burping and doing that all the time
He
when
knew
you're
the
talking.
cadence and everything, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that can mimic it.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was. I think a lot of it was like
The
him.
voice acting.
Yeah. Like you. Like I don't think there are a lot of people. Like I do an exaggerated like version that sounds nothing like you. But if we had to try and find some person that could come in here and do exactly your voice and like mimic all your mannerisms, even when you get flustered or when you're pushing your hair back around, like, no one could do it.
Have someone follow me.
No
here.
one could do
I
it.
feel like you could do it if it was a cartoon. like improv.
Yeah.
If it was
It's voice acting, so all you gotta do is just a bunch of takes until it sounds right, I guess.
Yeah, if you change the voice, I feel like no one's gonna like it. I feel like it'd be too distracting.
Well, that's why I'm saying if you do it, you gotta make it crazy.
Yeah,
you gotta
either
be like
really far away
Rick
or
is-
it has to be perfect.
Okay, you could do this. You could take the funny route, like Rick is now voiced by Hulk Hogan, and Morty is now voiced by Danica Patrick. Like, I don't know. You could do crazy and make it so unbelievably weird to fit that weird cartoon,
Yeah.
but you'd have to go weird.
Well, I guess do whatever the hardcore audience, fans of that show likes, because
The
they'll
hardcore audience
tell.
probably still wants the
Yeah.
guy to do it.
I
Probably.
think they're gonna get Andrew Callahan to do both.
or Wanda Sykes.
Well, you can't get that guy. He screwed it up.
What else you got?
Okay, the next one. Oh, have you seen that the AMC is going to change their pricing for movie
I did
theaters?
see that, like a
You see
tiered
this?
system.
They're going to say it by sight line. So if you have like the best seats in the house, that's the middle of the
Stupid.
theater and like perfect line
So they
of
want
sight.
less people to come to the theaters?
Exactly. They're trying to kill their model that they've been doing. So and
So it's like an airplane.
Yeah, it's airplane seating. That's what it is.
Are
Like
they
yeah.
gonna board? Oh.
Yeah, if you're like the middle seat, you don't have to pay as much. So, but if you have the aisle or the window, you pay more. That's what they're going to do with AMC. But it's not during matinees and not anything before 4 p.m.
Well, it makes sense, I guess, because if everybody's paying the same price and then people have premium seats, it is kind of unfair.
But I wonder
right?
if they're going to jack up the prices of the better seats now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, like fluctuate the prices
Yeah,
like Uber.
so like $30 for a ticket that's in the middle of the theater.
that used to be
perfect.
Like, let's say 15,
Yeah.
right? And now
Yeah,
it's 30
yeah.
because now it's premium.
Premium, yeah.
BS,
And then
it's the same damn seat that
And
I
then
was
you're
in
paying
last
like
month.
50, like the normal price for the very front row.
You're
Yeah.
also
Screw
lying
that.
to me in a time when in the early 2000s you said there wasn't a bad seat in the house and it was stadium seating.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When they're like, we have engineered our theater so every seat has exactly the same view. Unfair. Not true if you're not selling them for $30.
Yeah, for different prices, yeah.
Well, this could be a direct result of they are not selling out theaters as much, and so they know the tickets they do sell are going to be in the middle and the
Yeah.
best seats.
Yeah.
So they're
It's like what we're doing. Raise your BDMs to $10.95.
we have to. They're like, well, if we raise the
Again,
best seats,
I feel like you're killing it because everybody now with streaming, they'll just wait till it comes home and they'll just watch it from their own home on their comfortable couch.
Phone
yeah,
home.
of course, yeah.
Phone
Well,
home,
they're
me too.
already. This may be a result of them dying and then trying to figure out.
So they're just
ways
saying
Had to
to
make
money.
some
Screw
extra
it.
money at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know, like, obvious movie.
Come up with a different idea.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
sorry. It's stupid.
Well,
You know what I did one time? This is weird. Sorry if we're in a
No, that's
tangent.
fine. You're
I
right.
remember one time I went to the theaters and it was like a packed house. Like, and they had like it was. I forget what movie it was. It was something popular in the. They didn't have any other seats except for these one seats. They're like, well, you can sit back here in the back, and we went in the back, and it was a glass booth that they had for like handicapped people
Yeah.
or deaf people where they plug in their headsets. That was the nicest movie theater experience I've ever had. I just sat in this little box. And it was a box, but the window in front of you is wide open, and nobody can get in or anything.
Huh,
and
I've
I
never
just
seen
sat
that.
in this box, and
I think it's usually for like ADA. It's for people with autism and
it's
stuff
for-
like
yeah,
that.
it's
Sometimes
for-
it's like they can wear the headphones so it's not totally loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
Because
they
like
start
the Dr. Phillips
talking,
has it
they're
there,
not going to
too.
interrupt people. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
special places.
I kind of had a story about that.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That's not what I was getting
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
But it was so nice, and then I was kind of like, well, I wonder if have they ever done a concept for a movie where you go there and they just hand you headset?
You
Or
can.
you can bring
yeah,
your own
if you're hard of
Bluetooth?
hearing, yeah, you could ask for that stuff.
Because I would rather just put on my Apple, like
yes,
my
and
AirPod
then shut
Max.
up everybody else around you.
Yeah.
Right? And then noise cancel my headset.
Yeah, I'm
and then
into
I'm
that.
sitting in there, and I would go to the movies all the time. You guys know I hate the movies. I would go if I could use my headset for premium audio and just sit there and have the big sound.
Well, they
and
also
eat my
have closed
popcorn.
caption you can have on your phone. That's the one time you can have your phone out if it's closed caption and it
But
syncs
that
up with the movie.
sucks because then you
Yeah.
got to look down and look up. No.
Yeah.
just stay home. what are you doing? You're in a box. you
People
got your
wanna
phone.
go
Just stay
out.
home.
I want to be in the
Do
box.
they?
Yeah.
I thought they
box.
didn't.
Yeah, I want to be in the box.
Just
All
stay
right.
home.
Well, they
Hello,
do.
did you say there's all these events now? It's
Yeah,
like,
my God, events
people
every
want to
day.
go out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
Tom
want to
wants
go
you
out
stay
to do
home.
something and not to go out and sit in a box and look at their
Oh.
phone.
No, the box is great. I'm telling you, the box. I
It's
got
good.
To,
Yeah.
I got to enjoy the movie with no people talking.
Uh,
Well, I feel like maybe they do talk through the movies
well,
anymore.
yeah. Well, yeah.
And
When we have
people
kids,
are on
like,
their phones all the time. The light
Yep.
for the phone is out of control, man.
yeah. They don't have control. They have like, I have to check my phone. Yeah.
Then I'm hearing
So-
people munching and crunching on their popcorn.
Wow, I mean, come on now.
slurping.
Now grandma doesn't want people eating their popcorn they bought.
No, I don't.
It's better than what they
Or
used
at
to do.
least
Bring
learn
their
how to
weird
eat
stuff
not
into
like
the
a
theater.
goddamn animal.
Stop
Close your
eating.
mouth.
Stop slurping back there.
Give me the headphones.
I'm telling you, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I would. But
And I
then-
think people would be more polite if you had your headphones on, like we do right now in our studio, and we were just able to sit there and watch it. If somebody next to you was crunching, you wouldn't even hear it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Noise
Give me the headphones. I'm
canceling.
fine.
Yeah.
You'd have
Plug
to
it in the
bring
seat.
your own.
Yeah,
because
I'm
that's
not
fair.
using used.
And then
Yeah.
you Bluetooth them in,
headphones.
but I know why you don't want it, because you wouldn't know how to operate. You're like, I can't get my Bluetooth to work. And then you'd have to hold your hand
He's
up for an
got porn
usher.
playing
Yeah, and then an
loud.
usher walks in.
I don't even go to the movies. I don't give two. I got a giant TV.
The
and
last
sit
movie we
home.
went to see was The Whale.
Yeah.
You do go to the movies.
go to the
last
movies
movie
with-
Well, I
I
did-
saw
You
was
go to
into
the
the
worst
movies.
movies.
I get-
I know.
Yeah, you go to bad movies. Last movie I saw was Deadpool 1. That was 9 years ago
Oh,
before the
man.
pandemic.
I get taken to the movies because my wife
I
wants to
get
go.
taken to the
Get kidnapped to the movie
I'm
theater.
dragged there.
It's not my idea. And the kids still like going. Although
Maisie's never been to the movies.
never.
Never.
Really?
I know. It sounds like we keep
Does
her.
Maisie want to go to see Super Mario?
No,
'Cause
she doesn't care
we're
about
having
movies. She's
we're
like her dad.
birthday party there, so if you want to come.
She's like her dad. Movies,
When does that
waste
come
of
out?
time.
April 7th, I think it is.
She's like Tom. She's
Yeah,
got a big
it's
TV
ringing
and
my
a living
anniversary.
room, and she, can
Yeah,
we?
I am.
Can I watch it right here?
Yeah, it's my daughter's birthday the 5th, so yeah, we're going to
She's
see
never
that.
even asked to go to the movies, and her friends all go to the movies, and she's just like, not her thing.
Yeah.
But
Or
it does
she's
sound like I'm doing a bit M. Night Shyamalan, The Village, where I keep her very protected. I don't let her go to the movies, because she goes to the movies, she'll see what's out there.
Yeah. Let's talk about History
Well,
of the
we
World
gotta
Part.
get out of here,
Yeah,
so you
last
gotta
one.
wrap it up.
Last
Oh,
one,
okay,
last
I got
one.
either Mando season 3, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Pedro Pascal on Saturday Night Live, and History of the World Part 2. So I love Mel Brooks, so History of the World
Yeah,
Part 2 is.
I saw
Have you
that.
seen the list of people that are in that movie?
Yeah.
It is everybody.
Everybody wants to be
like
involved
Bobby
in it.
Lee's in it.
Yeah.
Wanda Sykes is in it.
It-
I was gonna print out a list because there's so many people.
It's a ton of comedians and famous people that are
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be in it, just because I
like
think
Jack Black's
who
in
wouldn't
it.
want to be in a Mel Brooks movie, possibly his last
Yeah.
movie? Who knows?
and it's
Josh
called
Gad.
History of the World.
History of the World Part 2, yeah, because they had the original one, History of the World Part 1.
Yeah.
So this is like his.
I don't know
final
how he's
movie.
going to be able to get away with a lot of the jokes he has in
Oh,
there. You know,
man.
If he can try, I hope he does. I hope he goes full Mel Brooks. I hope he does like they're
Well, he's
yelling.
too old to care if he gets canceled.
I hope
so
it's like Blazing Saddles. They're ringing the bell when the old lady's yelling the N-word. I hope it's all the old
it's the
gags.
prospector that was saying it, not the
Yeah,
old lady.
I thought it was the old lady that
No,
said
it's a
it.
prospector on the roof.
I haven't seen it in forever. I haven't seen that movie in forever. But I'm just
I
saying.
show it to my kids every Christmas.
Oh my God! Stop it! Don't do that.
I don't do that.
Well, we'll eventually get to the point where a lot of people are working for themselves, and then getting canceled won't be a thing.
Right.
Because getting canceled usually implies that you're being fired by a giant,
huge
Your
corporation.
company doesn't want the liability of you.
And
Yeah.
then if you do work for yourself and produce your own content, no one can fire
Yeah.
you.
Oh, the old lady was up yours N-word.
Yeah.
I knew the old lady yelled it at least one time.
But the ringing of the bell was the
Yeah.
the
I
prospector.
haven't seen that in forever.
Oh.
All right, EJ, what con do you have to?
It's not a beer fest. I'm sorry. I heard that yesterday.
I didn't even.
I wanted
All
you
cons
to
are
hear
like
it.
beer fests.
I only said it because I thought you were listening.
Why are you bullying me? I've done nothing to you. Well, you definitely March 18th is my wife's MyCon.
Why
for
don't you say it's
information-
yours? You're married to your wife. You guys are
No,
a partnership.
I don't owe my wife. I'm not a commander.
No, but you guys are a partnership, and you
Yeah.
help her
It's
out.
business.
No,
It's
it's her
50-50.
business. I
Yeah.
have no name in
If
it.
you guys
so-
got a divorce,
You got 50% of
Yeah,
it.
you do. You
Yeah.
own part of the MyCon,
Yeah.
the worst part, but you own part.
Yeah.
Of
Unless she had you sign something.
it. She's smart
Probably.
enough to
If
do
I
that.
was her, I would.
to pull it
She's
off.
smart
yeah.
enough to do that.
Yeah.
So when is that?
Mystic-con.com,
Yeah.
March 18th.
Yep, I'll be there. I'll be sharing a table with old Eric Pabon.
Yeah, how come you didn't buy an ad? It's only $20, Tom, you cheap piece
I
of...
thought we did. We sent her the artwork.
You
and
did.
everything.
I was
Yeah,
just giving you a hard
okay, I was gonna
time.
say.
We did. I told you not to.
Oh my God. I told you it was for a beer fest scam.
$20. Oh, you wasted $20.
I said it was a $20 beer fest scam.
No, it's gonna do nothing. Oh God, waste of money.
There's free coffee there.
Free coffee. Oh my God.
Some free hot coffee,
My
nerds.
God, come for the free hot coffee. What am I, an old detective?
You can go to the lounge and get the full liquor bar.
Yeah,
It's
that's
me and a bunch of old detectives drinking hot coffee.
Not even it's a
Dressed
Splenda
up like
run.
Pikachu with the tail.
All right, bye bye.
Pretty stupid.
I know.
Are we? Yeah, we're recording more, right?
No, that's it.
That's it.
I need an intro.
That's one
And I
two.
think we have like some commercials we should probably do.
Yes. There we go.
Thank you, Fielder 70.
I didn't get any manscaping packages yet. Did they come to the P.O. box or to the studio?
The thing works really good.
I don't know.
Get one.
Can you do it like
It won't nick you. It won't nick you.
so
I've
you can
tried.
get all the
I've
way
tried to
so you
nick
can start
myself.
jamming my balls
Yes,
with it.
My
I
husband's
tried
got to
to
do
nick
that this
myself.
week.
Yeah, yeah,
It
I
works.
did. Even the other one I got, man, I got under there and I gnarled it up, and
Oh,
that
man.
shit'll bleed like a goddamn stuck pig.
Yeah, with my old one, yeah. But man,
We got to check the mailbox.
yeah. I think at the lawnmower 3 or something like that.
Lawnmower.
Yeah, it's called the lawnmower.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, they got the funny name. Sorry,
love
it's a man company.
But man, it works.
and
You
man
don't have to worry
company,
about
they
it.
got like the lawnmower, the bush trimmer,
Bushwhacker.
the bushwhacker.
Weed eater.
Your balls will thank us.
Yeah, I think
it's
it's up to
always stuff
4.
like
Yeah.
that.
The hell?
Yeah, it's all stuff like that. Like the balls in our court.
Yeah.
It's that kind of dumb stuff. All right, guys.
Oh man.
We'll see you later.